What's up? Welcome to the Locker Room Talk Podcast. Matt Maran, Bobby Sheehan, here from the Controlled Chaos Radio Show. We have Lawrence Reese.
What's good, nigga?
What's up? Unfortunately, Joe Gorman died at the Taylor Swift concert in Denver, Colorado, so he will no longer be on the show.
He went to Colorado for Taylor Swift?
Him and Kelly went to Colorado. She went for Taylor Swift. I don't believe that's the reason he's going.
How did them two fat asses get there?
They bought 3 seats on the plane.
Private jet?
Yeah. But I think Joe's been doing some comedy there, so we have a Joe-less week.
Damn.
You guys have been requesting it. You've been DMing us. The show's great, but we don't really like Joe Gorman. More Bobby Sheehan and Matt Maran.
That's
Here
right.
we are.
That's right. That's what people come to see.
So we got Lawrence Reese here with us. You're at Fight Club all the time. You're one of our judges.
Yeah, it's very fun.
Yeah, and you and I, I was with you when you ruined Andrew Yang's chance of becoming mayor.
You were there for a legendary moment in New York City.
Lawrence, you put out some videos that are just like, you're just wild.
That's who I am, man. I come from the hood. I didn't have a lot of people saying don't do this.
Yeah, where are you from originally?
I'm from the Bronx.
From Bronx, okay.
Yeah, I'm from the Bronx, New York, Castle Hill and Soundview.
Yeah.
I grew up in the hood, doing hood rat shit with my brothers and friends.
How many brothers?
I got 2 brothers.
Yeah.
Now, when you say brothers, Lawrence,
yes,
do you mean siblings?
Yes. I don't think all black men are created equal. So.
No, okay.
I just straight up stole a joke from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Really? That's where that's from?
Yeah.
That's one show I've never watched.
Yeah. Is that too white of a show?
Is it?
No. It feels like a white show. I think so.
I think Friends is like the white show.
Friends is probably more the white show than It's
And I
Always
can't
Sunny.
believe there was a time where America was like, this is the funniest show.
Because that was a time where we just need anything.
It was like hot people, and it was like hot people saying zany things, and literally no black people.
I seen a show where they reacted to Friends. It was like black people reacting to Friends for the first time.
Yeah.
And he was like, how old is these niggas? Why are they still having their parents pay for them in college? Like, how old are they supposed to be? I was like, at some point, you just go get cut off. They all living in a house in New York? That's not even like,
I remember I liked it because I was like 8 or 9 and my parents would watch it. And to me,
Friends?
so that was like what adult humor was. I didn't know any better.
Yeah.
And then, so I just liked the characters. I was a kid and I was just learning
who's your
that.
favorite character?
Joey and Chandler. Chandler always had like funny quips.
Were they fucking? Those the 2 that was fucking?
No, they weren't fucking each other. No, I don't know if there were any gay characters on Friends.
Those 2 guys? I thought Chandler was a girl.
Chandler was a guy.
Oh.
Yeah.
There are a bunch of gay jokes on Friends.
Yes.
Is it really?
Yeah, they just missed it.
It's very problematic now. There's like Chandler's dad is trans, and every episode about his dad is just like every transphobic joke you could imagine.
I might want to watch it now.
There you go. I think we converted you.
Yeah. I like a good white show.
Yeah. But Friends, it was like, I just remember at one point, as I got older, I remembered when YouTube came out and people started putting online Friends without the laugh track.
Hilarious.
And I realized just how bad it actually was.
All of a sudden, the sound and the editing out of any show is going to be horrible.
Well, now at that point, I'm like 16 and I've seen South Park. I know what like really great comedy is. And all of a sudden, Joey's just like, I'm hungry.
Yeah.
30-second laugh. And I'm like, oh, I guess this isn't the great writing I thought it was.
South Park is top tier writing. Someone told me they have a week to write a new episode.
Well, they just save it until then. They really do, and that's why they throw in Easter eggs as like they had some episode recently where they did some scene where they ran through like a basketball game and they had like a player who had just been traded that week in that uniform just to show off that we actually did this 2 days ago.
Did you see the South Park episode about Kanye?
The gay fish.
Top tier writing.
Yeah.
About how the Jews do Hollywood and everything.
Yep. Oh yeah. That one. The old one was the gay fish one. There was the new one.
I do not know about the new one.
That shit was amazing. First of all, there's this dude. First of all, Kanye's being crazy. How he talks about the Jews. And then you have what's the fat dude?
Alex Jones.
No, the fat dude on South Park.
Oh, Cartman.
Cartman is going around school saying
all these things.
How his friend, the Jewish one, is the one that controls the
Kyle
media.
controls the media. Cartman goes on Alex Jones with the mask on.
And then the principal takes Cartman into the principal office. He's like, you can't say this. He's like, say what? He's like, you can't say he controls the media. He's like, well, someone does. Am I in trouble for this? He's like, well, no, but you can't say this. He's like, so someone controls it. Who does? I was like, This is top tier, right?
It was great. Yeah.
Top tier, right?
Yeah. But yeah, I was gonna say, so the Andrew Yang thing was just really funny. I mean, we've hung out a few times, but that was one of the times where I watched you in action.
Yeah, it's a different thing when you see someone crazy being crazy.
Yeah, and also like with the guy who was a presidential candidate. At that point, he was running for mayor, I think.
And it was bad timing because he was running against all women.
Yeah.
So he just used the fact that I talked about fucking women.
Yeah.
Against him.
So, well, he also, I mean, quite literally, he did ask for it.
Yeah.
It was Chappelle was doing the stand, and Chappelle and Yang are like friends, buddies. So he invited Andrew Yang, and it's like me, you, Miles, and everybody were like under the little
shit thing.
The little porch thing outside of
I wasn't going to do that for him. Miles was like, yo, just ask him. Because I was already asking people shit on like a YouTube series that was going crazy for a minute. But then that one, I was like, all right, I'm going to ask him some real shit.
Yeah. Well, because also Andrew Yang came up to us.
Yeah. He's asking us, like, because I guess he just knew we were comics or something. He was like, so what time does the show start? I was like, do you fuck bitches? Do you fuck bitches?
Lawrence is asking the questions everybody else is too scared to ask.
Well, it was
fuck bitches.
The way I remember it, he comes up and starts asking, and at first, I think it was Miles who points and says, "Yo, look, it's Andrew Yang."
Yeah,
and I thought he was saying it because he was just being racist and called an Asian guy Andrew Yang.
I literally could not tell.
And he did have like the Yang 2020 mask on.
Right.
I mean, they look the same already, but with the mask on too.
What nerd wears his own merchandise?
As a mask. Yeah.
And then I just asked him the questions.
Yeah. For those watching, I just looked down to see if Matt was wearing a CFC shirt when he said that, but he's not.
George Washington guns.
Hell yeah, dude.
Very, very you.
Yes.
Very you.
And then so Andrew Yang, he asked, well, I remember him just, once we all realized it was Andrew Yang, it's like you, Miles, and everybody, he just has a bunch of black guys calling him the N-word.
Yeah. Sharks in the water. Sharks in the water.
And at one point, I remember him saying, do you guys want to take a picture to commemorate us hanging out?
And what did I say?
I think you were just like, what the fuck?
I literally said, no, nigga. No. I was like, I'm not voting for you.
It's such a weird way to ask. Like,
so random. I'm like, we see you right now.
And then a few of us, me and Nico took a picture. We were just like, all right, we'll take a picture with Andrew Yang. And then I think Miles took out the video.
Yeah, he had my phone and he was recording
and once the light went on for the video, his face changed.
He knew, it's like
he like became the guy. Eyes as open as they could be on him.
Just
they
don't really open the eye that much.
Yeah, lit up as like, oh, I'm on camera now. And then Lawrence just asked him all these sex questions.
And then he knew, it's like that moment you got caught cheating.
Yeah,
like he was fucked up.
The first question he was on board with, you asked if it's okay to fuck with your Timbs on.
Yeah, he was like, if your partner thinks it's consensual, that's fine.
That's Lauren's idea of a softball question.
Here you go, buddy. I was like, you answer this one. Now we're friends.
And then Andrew Yang's kind of like, puts his arm around him, like, if your partner says it's okay.
Like,
and Lauren's like, all right, I got him now. So he has to, you choke bitches.
You choke bitches. And then he started to run away.
He did kind of laugh because it is a funny thing to ask, and then that video was like shared on like New York One and
that's because I had the video, and I remember when I go home I'm looking at it, I'm like, oh, it's on. It's on. I sent it to my boy. I was like, can you edit this shit for me real quick? I was like, I need this now. And he literally sent it to me in like 2 minutes. I was like, all right. And Miles was like, you got the video? So I was like, I'm going to post it in the morning. I was like, I'm not posting it tonight. I want that shit to hit. I'm going to post it in the morning. I posted it in the morning. Whenever I post something, I turn my phone off so I don't get the notifications.
Yeah.
I look at my phone again, it said like 50,000. I was like,
yeah. And like Charlemagne shared it like pretty quickly.
And you chose their reaction to it.
Yeah.
And he said what you say. He's like, a question that has not been answered to any mayor ever. He's like, the greatest question that's been asked to a mayor ever. I was like,
yeah.
And then I got shower banned and shit, but that shit was fire.
You should be hosting the debates.
I should be, bro. But Trump is too good. Yeah. Trump will answer all them shits.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for Trump to come back, man.
Yeah. And I mean, it was one of those where Andrew, he was very socially awkward, just the way he was talking to us. But in that moment, I'm like, I think he has a good sense of humor.
Yeah, because if you go into a Chappelle show, you got to have
that too. And also like the fact that he did laugh, but then immediately realized I can't be on camera with it. He recognized it was a funny thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, all the women he was running against.
Yeah. And that also lets me know that he's like a soft mayor if he was like waiting outside to see a Chappelle show.
Yeah.
Like we're outside. Like
Yeah, no mayor should be around us.
Like,
yeah,
you can't get your own little VP to get in.
Yeah,
Chappelle can't come outside to get you or nothing.
Yeah,
yeah. You want to be kind of like man of the people, but not too much of the people.
You got it's a level to it.
I remember my elementary school was was one of the places you could go in to vote.
Okay.
And when I was a
shoot, you can shoot up your school too.
You can shoot up. You can shoot it up too.
Definitely.
Yeah. But it was like one of the polling places in our neighborhood was my elementary school, and you would have like candidates sometimes be at the polling places.
Yeah, that's too much.
But that's how we knew a guy wasn't going to win. Anyone that was like at my elementary school.
Why
it's like,
here?
okay, yeah, if you're here, you're not doing that well. Yeah.
It's like you want to be a rapper and your dad's there. Like, why are you here? Like, let me live horrible.
Do rappers show up with their dads?
I think now rappers have dads and it's like ruining.
Oh, the fact that they have a dad at all.
Yeah.
Is rap gotten soft because too many fathers stayed in their kids' lives?
I don't think it's gotten soft because like now drill rappers kill each other like every other Tuesday.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But like I had a friend that came up to me. He was like, yo, I'm done with Jay Kiss. I was like, why? He's like, this nigga got a good father. I was like, what? I was like, what the, yo, he never said he had a bad day. He just had a great raps.
Yeah.
I was like, I personally think if you have a dad and you're like in the streets, that makes it you worse because like your dad's teaching you shit.
Yeah. Are the drill rappers, I've heard the drill rappers, like, they're killing each other like every other week. Are they more hard than like the older rappers?
They're more stupid.
More stupid. Okay. Yeah.
You listen to the music isn't like particularly clever.
It's not good.
It's like all about how they're going to kill the ops, and they do kill the ops.
So
but I don't know who these people are.
Technically, they're more honest than older rappers.
Yeah, that's true.
That is true, because back then,
there was fuck the police, but they never fucked any police.
They never fucked the cop. They never fucked the cop. Coming straight from the underground. What underground?
Yeah.
What underground? These dudes actually kill each other.
Yeah.
And that's why they can talk about it, because they know they're about to die soon.
That's true. Yeah.
And the worst part about it, like, they all live on like the same block. So like,
where are the drill rappers?
I think a lot of them are from the Bronx and Brooklyn. They always diss each other, and they talk about like what block they still on. And if you know New York, like, it's down the street.
Why do you think Brooklyn got so taken over by like white kids moving in, gentrifying, but it never happened in the Bronx?
The word feels safe.
Brooklyn sounds safer than the Bronx. Bronx got a big X at the
Bronx
end there.
X there. X marks the spot.
Yeah.
X marks the spot.
Bronx
man.
XX Tentacion.
Brooklyn with that two O's Brooklyn, it seems real inviting.
Okay, yeah.
Even though Brooklyn is still like dangerous if you go certain places.
Certain places, yeah.
It's
my God.
Like, someone has to explain to my mom. If anyone has my mom's no.
Yes, yeah, I do.
Let me call him right now.
But
everything good at home?
Yeah, so I'm from the Hudson Valley. So my mom like consumes New York City news, but she doesn't know anything about New York City
at all.
So she'll hear shooting in Brooklyn, and she doesn't realize there's Flatbush, there's Brownsville. I'm like, Mom,
East
I'm
New
in
York,
Bushwick. Nothing's happening.
Yeah.
You know, there's parts of Bushwick that's pretty bad too. Right? Or like going towards like Halsey. And you go towards like the J side. It was like,
I literally just signed a lease for an apartment near Halsey.
Wow. So,
I'm trying to up my street cred for the podcast.
Be careful.
Right, yeah.
Remember years ago, it was that Asian kid that was up here for college, and he had like a crib like right there on Bushwick, and they shot him in the head.
Why?
It was just a weird shot. Like, it was an aim for him or nothing.
Oh, he
just happened to be in the neighborhood, and you know,
Asian in a black neighborhood.
Never get together, careful, right?
Yeah.
Gotta be careful.
Yeah. Where do you think that started?
Asian versus
blacks. Yeah.
I mean, it had to be from the wars, right?
Yeah, because I'm like, it goes back before COVID, but COVID really brought it up.
Right.
Yeah.
It had to be funny if that one black guy that went to what was it? That planned attack in Asian.
Yeah.
That one black guy was like, I guess we doing this.
Yeah, I think there is things with like certain movies. I think some of the reason why there's not always a lot of black leads is because like black leads don't do as well in China. Like there's like a big.
But China's very racist, right?
Yeah, China doesn't like black people. Black people don't like Asians. Yeah,
it's fair.
Yeah. I'm trying to get to the bottom of this. I want to get to the origins.
I don't know if we'll ever get to the bottom. We like dogs, they don't. Like,
yeah. Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you guys like fighting dogs.
We like fighting dogs. They like eating dogs.
They like fighting dogs. They like eating dogs.
Different thing.
That's where it really comes down to.
It really comes down to the animals.
We should set something up where like whoever loses the dog fighting thing gets to cook the dog, and then
if my
bring the two
dog
communities together.
beats their dog, then they have to eat my dog.
Yeah.
My dog's not gonna let that happen.
If his dog wins.
Yeah, that dog wins. I feel like my dog could eat.
No, it's tough because if they like lose, they have to eat the dog. They're like throwing all the fights. They're like, all right, we got
Fucking, why you got chopsticks here? Like, what's going on?
I gotta say the worst part of walking through a bad neighborhood, I will say, is the pitbulls.
Yes. Why you say that? Because they're always loose.
Well, yes, yeah. There's something about a tough guy that's like, I'm not putting my dog on a leash, and I'm not cutting off his balls either.
Yeah. That's crazy. I got a female dog, so I ain't gotta do all that part.
Yeah,
I definitely walk my dog on a leash. But if you are walking randomly and you see two big dogs, you're gonna get nervous.
Yeah, it's not even a bad neighborhood thing. I was in San Antonio last year, and I didn't realize how non-walkable of a city it is. You have to drive everywhere. So I was like a mile from downtown. I'm like, I could walk to downtown.
Dude, we're so spoiled here.
Yeah, I did the walk, and
major cities the only ones that you could take a train
well, I was in
to.
Toronto a couple weeks ago, and that was pretty walkable.
It's a major city, though.
Yeah, but San Antonio's like, I think top 10 population. It's just very spread out.
A lot of Mexicans.
A lot of Mexicans. Yeah. But they, I was like walking, and I would like walk past someone's house, and the dog would be furious that anyone was near their house.
He started talking to you like, get the fuck out of here.
Basically. Yeah.
Why are you here, bro?
Yeah. But yeah, I was in downtown Toronto though, so that was all like pretty walkable.
How was that?
I liked it. I did stand up there. I did, what else? I went to a Blue Jays game, went to the Hockey Hall of Fame.
Okay. Couldn't get a bacon, egg, and cheese out there, huh?
Bacon. I went to Tim Hortons.
Oh,
got a donut.
That's good. Is that like a good donut spot?
Good donut. Yeah, that's like I mean, there's some in the U.S., but Tim Hortons is like that. It's kind of like
cream here, though.
It's kind of like a Starbucks. Oh, yeah, it's coffee also.
Oh, okay.
And there was like, there was like a hockey player back in like the 50s, Tim Horton.
Okay.
And he died in like a car crash, but towards the end of his career, before he died in the car crash, he opened up this like restaurant, and then when he dies young. Now he's like a legendary figure, but I think most people don't even know it's named after a hockey player.
Did he die eating coffee and donuts?
He died in a car accident. He choked on a donut as he was driving.
Okay, that makes sense.
That's like hearing about the Jolly BB.
Yeah.
Who actually killed in 9/11.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah, a lot of people don't
Some
realize.
people just like, they bark up the way they're gonna die. Like the Fast and Furious driver dying in a car crash.
Paul Walker, the
Perfect
fucking
sense.
crocodile hunter,
dying with the it's like God has a sense of humor.
Yeah,
he's like, you want to do this enough? All right.
Yeah, that's the great Norm Macdonald had a joke about the crocodile hunter dying at 44. He's like, sounds like a ripe old age for a crocodile hunter.
Gang members dying by a bullet, like it always is perfect.
You guys ever listen to black box recordings?
No, what's that?
Oh, like on the airplanes?
Yeah, so the airplanes have a black box, which it's indestructible, so that if the plane crashes, the recording of the cockpit is like salvageable for people to investigate why the plane crashed.
Wow.
And there's one where right before takeoff, they ended up the plane crashes are most likely to happen during takeoff.
Mm-hmm.
So right before takeoff.
Offset, take oh my fault.
Yeah. Rest in peace, honestly.
Yeah. He died again.
I feel like there's going to be a lot of black boxes that it's like, all right, let's investigate what happened. And you listen in and it's just, oh shit.
That way.
Oh, fuck, a mountain.
Oh shit.
They're so calm until the very moment that so they're like, okay, we're going to turn left. We're going to turn right. We're going to turn off this. That engine failed. Like it's literally because they're the calmest people.
They should put a black box thing on the what was the shit when they went underwater?
The Titanic sub.
No, the one that they happened recently.
Yeah, the Titanic sub, the one to see the Titanic.
Yeah,
they had a black box on there. Well, because that one apparently the way they died was it was just so much atmospheric pressure that they all got like crushed in like a second.
Be honest, would you have gotten it if you knew the person controlling it was using a off-brand PlayStation controller?
No, I mean, actually, there's other companies, like government companies, that actually do that expedition with like better equipment. This was like a private company that was like, we're gonna cut some corners and do it our way.
Do it. Whenever they have shit whenever the person that's good at it not doing it, I'm not doing it.
I'm not going to be the first one to do anything. I don't want to be a beta tester.
Yeah,
right. I'll do the capsule thing if it's been going on for like 10 years.
Yeah, put old people with them. Like, let them die.
Yeah,
they ain't got shit to live for.
Yeah.
Like Elon Musk keeps trying to make that tunnel to get from.
Oh, they're like bullet trains.
I don't want to be like the first 100.
Right. I don't want to be the first one to do that. But if that becomes a thing, I would. The idea of like you can like be in New York and in an hour get to Nashville.
Yeah,
or less.
but like, what does your body go through getting through that?
Yeah, I'm saying if it's possible for that to happen, I want to be around when the world exists where that is there.
Imagine it takes your like skin off.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be like the beta tester.
Everyone's the same color.
You know what? I think that sounds like the perfect world.
Beautiful.
That mean I can say it finally?
I was gonna say we're all white, not black.
We're all white.
You can say it if you're a burn victim. What else is gonna happen to you?
Oh yeah.
That's how I feel about the N-word. I will attack you if you say it, but if you're doing way, way horribly than me, you can say it.
Yeah.
Like, I remember my friends got mad at me, like, you let this homeless dude say, I'm like, he has nothing else.
Yeah, when there's like the crazy white homeless guy saying the N-word, like, yeah.
He has nothing else.
I saw I was with a couple of friends, and then some mutual friends came along, and including some like NYU girls, suburban
Shout
white
out to NYU girls. They help a lot of people out.
Oh yeah.
Who have definitely, if they are listening, have turned it off by now.
Yeah, right. Definitely. They've been 10 years down deep. Come on.
Yeah. This homeless guy walks up to us, and you could smell that he's been homeless for a while. He's a white guy, and he goes, "I
Do
thought."
You smell homeless people and guess like 2 years?
Yeah.
No, 7 months. 7 months. Maybe 7
months.
months.
By like the shit they have on them, how long they've been homeless.
It's like smelling like an old whiskey. It's like this one's been aged 10 years.
If he got a shopping cart, he's 10 years in.
Yeah.
He's 10 years in.
I'm gonna say a tour in Vietnam and alcoholism.
Right. Yeah. I always laugh at homeless people on the outfit they've been homeless. Like, oh, he got fired.
Yeah, if it's like still the same suit.
Right, like, why the fuck he got a work uniform on? He got fired.
Yeah. But the guys that got like the cargo shorts and the tank top,
he was
it's
on
like
vacation. He came home. He came home on vacation. His wife was like, "Nah, we're done."
And he's sticking poke tattoos. It's like, oh, you're just a cool guy.
Right.
I'm not giving money.
The white guys in Union Square with dreadlocks. That's a different breed of homeless.
Confusing, bro.
Yeah.
Like, are you homeless or are you just trying to find a new state to live in? Like,
Are you Post Malone?
Yeah, like come on now. I don't get it.
But anyway, you were saying.
So this old white homeless guy walks up to me, to us, like asking for money. And one of the guys that I didn't know starts like almost like doing a bit, which I think is the wrong time to. Even Lawrence wouldn't do that.
No.
Like because he goes,
maybe, yeah, he might.
Because the guy goes, "Do you have any money?" And he says, "No, man. I was just about to ask you for money."
Oh, shit.
Which the homeless guy gets pissed off immediately.
Really? You can't take a joke. You're homeless.
Yeah,
you're homeless, bro. I'm an asshole though. I've had homeless people come up to me and they be like, "Can I?" No, nigga, ain't none of us got shit.
Yeah.
Leave us alone, bro.
Dude,
leave us alone.
I wanted to ask you. There's a video you put up like a couple weeks ago where you're like talking to a girl and you just asked her if she likes funny guys, and then you asked her what was the joke you asked her.
First
of all, was this just like a regular random girl?
Random
this
moment.
is so funny.
I'll tell you the whole night. All right. So we were drinking, we were chilling. It was like a random Friday night. We went to a bar because he was handing out free tickets to go to the bar.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, and we had girls with us. So we was like, let's go in there. Then we met the dude. Why you always lying? That Twitter guy.
Okay.
We met him.
Oh wow.
Yeah, like he's a real person.
Yeah.
And we met him. At first we were making jokes like, "Oh, we not lying no more."
Yeah.
But then he was cool, so he getting our advice and then shit. And he was with a guy that's like famous for making clothes in New York and shit. And we just happened to ask him, like, "Where you guys at?" He's like, "We're next door at the Griselda album release." He was like, "Can we come?" I was like, "Sure." And then I met the girl there.
Yeah.
And I asked her, "Do you like funny guys?" She's like, "All my niggas are funny."
Yeah.
I was like, "They're not my type of funny." She's like, "Make me laugh." And then I told her the famous street joke I have. What's the best way to get gum out of a kid's hair? And she's like, "What?" I'm like, "Cancer."
And she's just like, there's a second of, she's like, "Oh, this funny guy's gonna tell me a joke." And she's like, "What the fuck?"
But I put it up on Instagram and YouTube, and they were like, "Yo, you got her, bro." Like, like you made her laugh though.
Yeah,
bro.
you did. Yeah,
it's a clip too, so don't fucking fuck with this shit. That's a clip.
That's like in that moment she's like, "Oh, this guy doesn't care about fucking me."
Nah.
Yeah, because you told.
I want to, but I'm just saying I'm not gonna be a cuck. Or
exactly.
A simp. The simps don't get pussy.
No. Yeah, there is something about going so far, just saying the joke that you know is funny. And it's going to probably not get you laid, but there's something there like that guy who wants to do that will probably get laid more in the long run.
Yeah, because now she's thinking about this shit. She was like, "Oh, he didn't try to do this or do that.
Yeah.
He's just being himself."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus, he has a gun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Well, no, in that place, that's a rap place, so they got a lot more guns than we do.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Everyone in there got a gun. So their own listening party.
Yeah. Yeah. When you're dating in general, are you doing jokes like that?
I will definitely do jokes.
Yeah.
I need a girl that has the sense of humor.
Yeah, exactly.
I laugh at rape jokes and shit.
Yeah, it's always tough where like I want to get there, but I think for some girls like you gotta ease into it a little bit quickly.
Yeah.
But I'm not going on like 3 dates before I make the joke. But like somewhere in the first date, I want to test it a little bit.
It depends. That first date will let you know what type of humor she got.
Yeah.
If you laugh at something fucked up and she doesn't get mad, like, oh.
Yeah.
Oh, she has a sense of humor.
Well, I guess I don't think there's any way she's listening to this. We can talk about this. I have a date with a single mom coming up.
Recently?
Tonight.
Or tonight?
No. Well, by the time they're listening, it will have
Yes.
already
How
happened.
single mom? How old are you?
So I coach youth sports during the day.
Oh, so that's how you met her.
No, so I actually met her in my gym.
Oh,
She
wow.
recognized me because I coach her kid.
Oh, wow.
And specifically said the kid's name and was like, instead of saying her husband, mentioned his dad.
Right.
So they're not. Yeah.
You already know she's not like, you don't like her no more.
Yeah.
Okay.
And told me how much he loves me and how she appreciates everything I did. And said she wants to take me out to dinner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the thing about
That's like telling the kid, like, tell your mom how muscular and tall I am.
Oh, she did see that her kid loves like laying on my back while I do push-ups, and
Wow.
she did see that once.
So you're gonna be a stepfather.
So yeah,
That's crazy.
I think that might be what did it. She saw me doing push-ups with him.
Yeah, there's no way Billy's
Yeah.
dad can do that. I'm
Right.
assuming.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Is this a white woman, black
White woman.
Okay.
She's 30 years old.
30
And
years
she's younger
old?
than me. I'm 32.
Yeah, that's
so,
a young mom too.
Yeah.
that's
Well, the kid's
great.
like 4.
Oh, okay.
So,
yeah, so she's been around for a minute.
Yeah.
She just stopped. She didn't even stop hoeing. She's still hoeing.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Fucking whore.
I'm like, she framed it as kind of as an appreciation for you coaching my son. I'm going to bring, but I'm pretty sure that's
She's gonna put the pussy on you.
I'm pretty
for
sure it's a
coaching
That
date.
shows
her
up. It's
son?
all the other teachers in
Yeah,
one room.
exactly.
She gonna put the pussy on you for coaching my son. I'm gonna start
Yeah.
coaching.
Yeah.
Hold on. I know football. The fuck?
There you go. I mean, it's probably a mistake to do this.
Yeah.
Lawrence's class is teaching kids how to do gotcha questions on the street.
I'm trying. Yeah. All right, this is how you ruin a campaign.
There you
I'm gonna show you how to do it. I'm gonna show you how to do it.
Yeah.
Go up to an Asian man and tell him,
Yeah.
"Do you get pussy?" That's it.
But that's the thing with like the sense of humor thing is like a lot of these moms, they're like to be able to afford to have your kids get coaching at 4 years old.
Yeah.
Like they're doing well. She was at the gym during the day, so my vibe is maybe her husband's ex-husband is doing well, and she's doing well.
Yeah,
from
but he's
that.
not
Are you
doing well
saying-
in all areas.
So you,
it sounds
that's
like.
true. He
Yeah.
ain't putting the dick down right.
Yeah.
But do you think that because she's a single mom and her husband's probably got a good job, it's easier for you to fuck?
You never know what's going on in someone else's head.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're looking for.
Right. Well, she's looking for you. So
Yes, but a lot of time, my experience with
single moms.
single or older women, I
Okay.
mean older like 30 or above.
Yeah.
I date them and they are not into the fact that I'm doing comedy and not making a lot of money.
Well, who really is into the fact that?
Well, I
he's
mean,
showing
younger
you?
girls.
Okay.
Don't
You gotta
mind
try
it.
this
Younger
trick,
girls
dude.
have a retarded brain, so just like, oh, he makes jokes for a living.
Lawrence, all women have a retarded
That's true.
brain.
That's true.
heard
All
it here,
retarded
folks.
women matter.
Yeah,
all
all retarded women matter.
That's true. Have you ever dealt with an older black woman?
No, I haven't been with a black woman before.
Yes, you gotta get you a
Yeah.
black woman.
This is
Your
my
whole
time to
life-
There's been a
shine.
couple.
Your whole
There's
life
been
is
a
gonna change.
There's been a couple times where it's been like a black girl might be into me. I've gone on dates with black girls,
Yeah.
but it just like hasn't.
If you was
happened.
with an older black woman or any black woman,
Yeah.
your arm wouldn't have broke.
yeah, that would. Yeah.
Shit different.
Yeah.
Nutrients.
I still need. I'm looking for
Nutrients.
my Jackie Robinson
That's
out
right.
there.
That's
my
right.
first.
You're slave, huh? Okay.
Yeah, I've been with mostly white and Spanish girls.
Spanish girls are good. How's
I like
Spanish?
Spanish girls.
How's Spanish?
For-
Puerto Rican, Dominican?
Do they speak
Both.
Spanish?
Okay.
Mexican.
Okay.
One Cuban girl.
Okay, Cubans are
Um,
definitely black, but they never say they're black.
Yeah,
so
a couple
so-
of South American girls. Like there was one girl I did was like from Bolivia.
So Matt's dick been out here. He's been colonizing for years. For years.
Yeah. No, my first like childhood crush was Jennifer Lopez.
Of course,
So
that
I
green
always-
dress. That
Yeah,
green
I'm
yeah.
just
dress.
imagining
Yep.
you saying that to a Puerto Rican girl on a date.
Yeah.
That's some shit.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I love the rapper 50 Cent.
Yeah.
That's that shit. That's that shit. You know,
Yeah.
like, yo, what the fuck?
Yeah.
How about
J-Lo
you and
was
me
my
go to the
favorite.
candy shop?
Yeah.
Right.
How about we go and live La Vida Loca?
I also like Jenny from the block.
There you
Like,
go,
What
yeah.
the fuck? What the fuck?
Now,
Yeah.
Jenny's from the Bronx. Do you ever see her on the block, Lawrence?
No, she has $100+ million.
Yeah. When do you think the last time Jennifer Lopez was in the Bronx?
Since she made that song. The fuck?
I'm still Jenny from the block.
I can't wait to get rich. You'll never see me in the Bronx.
The last time she got all those rocks taken, she was like, all right.
Yeah.
No, that last time that she got in that trouble with Diddy, that's when she said, I'm never going back to the hood.
What happened with her and Diddy?
If you don't know, there's a famous situation that happened in New York one time. J.Lo used to date Diddy, I think, in either the late 90s or early 2000s.
I fucked her too.
Yeah, of course. Of course, he was out here.
Yeah.
And then they got in a situation in a club, and then Shine, who was signed to Diddy at the time.
That doesn't sound like Biggie Smalls at all.
Nope. Biggie was dead already. And then Shine, who was a rapper, signed to Diddy at the time, shot up the nightclub.
Mm-hmm.
And then Diddy got in trouble, J-Lo got in trouble, all of them got in trouble. And J-Lo never snitched. Shout out to J-Lo.
Oh, okay.
Right?
J-Lo never snitched.
Right. She's not no gunner. Yeah.
There you go.
Right.
She was engaged to Alex Rodriguez. Were they married? Maybe.
A-Rod was fucking everybody, right?
A-Rod fucked everybody.
I heard he fucks girls and then sends them a basket.
That was Jeter.
That's
what they say about Derek
Legendary.
Jeter. That he would like leave them a gift basket
full of food with Plan B inside.
And a sign of baseball to your husband.
Yeah.
There was some real cuck shit.
There was one thing where
some of the husbands are like, I got a sign.
He's like, fuck him again. Just fuck him again. Yeah. Get me more shit.
Can I get a jersey too?
Can I get a baseball bat?
Yeah. There was a thing where Derek Jeter, someone said that he would like sit naked and watch his highlights and say, yeah, Jeets.
He's an ill dude.
I know, because like the gift basket thing and that, they were like mentioned, they did the ESPN documentary, like The Last Dance. They did that with Jeter, also the captain. And they bring that up at one point and actually ask him, and he's just like, "No, it's not true." He like,
so
he's
white
like,
guys that were celebs in a certain time lived different. Ric Flair,
yeah. Oh, dude,
no one lived like him.
Absolutely,
no one lived like him.
He used to.
What's your favorite Ric Flair story?
The fact that he would like literally at the shows, he would say, the name of the hotel they were gonna be at, and then just like every fucking woman in town would just go.
You gotta
and fuck
understand,
all the
Ric Flair might be top 5 greatest white people to ever live.
Yeah.
Next to
he's
John Kennedy,
Christopher Columbus,
Abraham Lincoln,
Christopher Columbus,
and
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yeah. And Flair's got like mentioned in so many raps. He's like
Ric Flair, Ric
Flair and Dusty Rhodes are probably the two most.
But Ric Flair was basically another Dusty Rhodes, because Dusty Rhodes was first.
Yeah, the two of them I think are probably the most like of white guys that are influential in the black community.
Now. Dusty Rhodes is black. Okay, relax.
He's not even white. Yeah, they're just black guys.
Dusty Rhodes is black. That's why
Ric Flair. Is Ric Flair black?
No, he's just a country white guy.
Yeah,
Dusty Rhodes is actually half black, half white.
Oh, he is.
Yeah.
You thought Lawrence was granting honorary black status?
No, that's why Cody Rhodes is half black, half white.
No, Cody Rhodes is part Cuban. I think.
I think he's half black.
He's part black on his dad's side. Okay.
His wife's definitely black, but yeah.
Well, also Dusty Rhodes' real first name is Virgil. That's pretty black.
Pretty black, right?
Yeah, that's true.
But Ric Flair was like the first to do it because he was the first one. He really was like a rapper.
Oh yeah.
He would go on stage and say, "I'm gonna fuck all you bitches.
Yeah.
I'm wearing all the gold. I got the gray hair, all the good shit on."
Yeah.
Like his interviews are classic.
Yeah, he's like, my watch costs more than your house.
He's like, right, and he's like, and it's a hard time keeping these shoes on, nigga. Like,
I got a hard time keeping these alligators down.
Right.
Yeah,
those are my favorite interviews, bro.
Yeah,
like it was just amazing. He's literally inspired every like wrestler.
Yeah, and he was in a Brooklyn drill gang, the Woooo.
The Woooo. Before there was Pop Smoke.
Yeah.
There was Ric Flair.
Yeah, that's my favorite group. Woo Tang Clan.
Yeah, Woo Tang Clan. Go woo on a bitch. Like, that shit was crazy.
The Wu Tang Clan. It's just old dirty bastard chopping people.
Old dirty bastard. Another.
He's not in Wu Tang Clan. I don't know anything about rap.
He
is. I did get it.
He's just legendary.
Fuck, I thought I really fucked up there.
Old dirty bastard.
I thought I embarrassed
Like
myself.
Obama is in the Wu Tang Clan
on this podcast to teach Matt Marion about black shit.
Yes.
Okay. I didn't know what this was. This is like,
that's what it is.
Go fuck somebody's mom, nigga.
Yeah. Yeah. You're here to hook me up with an older black woman.
I would. I know some older black women that love white, strong, racist. You know.
There you go.
Yeah.
I have to say, black women like redheads. I don't know why.
Is that like
it's a humble brag, but
it's not humble. Okay,
you
didn't say it humbling at all. You just said like,
it's
yo,
a brag.
Like, yo, I get bitches. Okay, and it's your bitches. Okay,
yeah,
that's it.
Yeah. Well, do you feel a certain type of way about that?
I don't care.
Okay,
I don't claim
black women liking redheads. Why do they feel like
I don't care when I see a black person with a white person? I don't care.
Do they feel like
it's the only race I think where the guys are like sure, good luck.
Yeah, he's like, I didn't want her. We used her already. Like she's been used up. But I get that shit when it's always
It's
like
the other black women don't like when black guys date white.
That's a fact. And black dudes when they dating a white girl and they see other black dudes, they be acting like they got caught.
Yeah,
I get it every time. I'm walking down the street with my friends and I'll just see a black dude, white girl. He go like this. We good? We good?
Yeah,
You good? She Cuban, bro. She Cuban. She Cuban, bro. I'm like, I don't do your thing, bro.
Yeah,
Just happy to see you getting pussy. That's it.
Yeah,
It must feel nice too if you're a black guy fucking a white woman, because not only are you getting pussy, but you're getting a type of pussy that you could have only gotten in the last 50 years.
50 years? Yeah. Even maybe less than that.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe less.
Well, no,
30, 40?
there were stories of like
People fucking back in there.
Yeah, masters who got pissed because their white daughter was fucking one of the slaves.
Because he didn't realize the slave had a huge dick.
Yeah, exactly.
He was like, and then she's getting all upset. And he's like, oh shit, I already gave him all the sex toys.
Yeah.
You said that as if there weren't repercussions for that.
Right. They beat them to their death.
Yeah. No, I mean, I'm just saying that like black guys fucking white girls it's happened before the last 50 years.
I just feel like now is better white women. Back then it was just like they had no body.
Yeah.
Now white women got BBLs and shit. So black dudes like, I'm gonna take advantage.
Yeah.
And if you be honest, it's like when you go to certain places, it's just more white women whores.
Yeah.
Some black women just be like, oh, I don't want to do this right now. A white girl like, have you ever been to a white girl's house with roommates? They literally ask, why are you here not getting your dick sucked? I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
It's very thoughtful.
Yeah.
It's very thoughtful.
Yeah.
That's almost like a motherly way of like, honey, please go out and get your dick sucked.
Right.
Do you think white women are sluttier than black women?
I can't really say that because I know some black whores.
Exactly, yeah.
I know some Spanish whores.
Yeah.
But I know the world knows white women whores.
Yeah.
So it's a little different.
Yeah.
I think there's just more white women.
Oh, okay. So
it's
there's
like,
more of them.
Yeah.
So you see
now,
more
if you
of
went to
them.
Africa,
Yeah.
then there's more black whores.
Right.
If you go to Puerto Rico and DR,
Lawrence is an anthropologist.
I'm a horapologist.
Which race has the biggest whores?
Like,
Lawrence is breaking down the graphs.
It depends on where you at, bro. Really?
He's got like the phrenology graphs, but
Yeah.
it's pussy. You see the divot in this
I
pussy?
have done my research, nigga. Like,
Yeah.
If you go to DR, there's more Dominican whores.
The bell curve and it's just a giant vagina.
Right. And if you go to Ireland, there's more redhead whores. Like that's how it works, nigga. Like for real. Like it's just more white people here.
Mr. Reese, is this all going to be on the test?
Shut up, nigga. It's an open book.
Yeah. Yeah, this is my favorite Howard University class. Yeah, we should all be going to HBCU. I didn't realize that.
NYU. That's where all of it is.
Yeah. HPVU?
AIDSU.
HPVU. It's where you learn about black whores.
Oh yeah, right. Yo, that's crazy. That's crazy. Go to NYU, learn about white whores.
Yeah, there you go.
NYU whores are different. They got it
Yeah.
easy.
I haven't never hooked up with an NYU girl before.
It's not that hard. Just go to Washington Square Park and go pray.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what Jerry Seinfeld did.
That's it. You like Jerry Seinfeld?
Oh, pray. I thought you pray P-R-E-Y.
Yeah, not P-R-A-Y.
I mean, imagine Lawrence like bowing towards Mecca or some shit.
Fuck
in Washington Square Park.
I'm not religious at all. I am not one of those black people. I believe in God. I'm just not religious.
Yeah.
My parents didn't raise me religion. They was like, fuck that shit. We do crime. How the fuck we gonna tell you what to do?
Well, I mean, black guys who do crime go to jail and become Muslim.
That's the shit I hate though. Cause like you know, when the Kanye shit was going on about like 5%ers and shit, he's like, oh, they don't understand. I was like, black people do not like 5%ers.
Yeah.
They're liars.
What's the 5%?
5% is the person that thinks black man's God, black man, he hates white people. Like to the death, he thinks you're the reason for everything, which you are.
Yeah.
But he hates you. Because they believe in Allah, they're Muslim.
Okay, it's 5%ers is a black power group.
Yeah,
okay.
and it's like
the most
Jews
fortified type of milk that you could buy as well.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true. 5%, of course. That good milk, that good white milk, the original milk.
There you go.
And then but Allah means arm, leg, arm, head. It's like the 5 person.
Oh,
right?
okay.
And then so what happened was these people believe it. If you grew up in the hood, you hate these people because first of all, you're a liar.
Yeah.
You be like, oh, black man's king. You're on your 5th murder charge.
Yeah.
You do not think a black man's king.
Yeah.
You think your brother stole from you. Okay.
Yeah.
Stop lying to people. Like I don't believe that shit at all.
Yeah.
I'm not religious. Fuck that shit.
So are they 5%ers are completely separate from Black Israelites?
They're like separate but together.
Separate but equal.
Equal, yeah. You know, Allah, my brother. You know what I'm saying? It's just bullshit.
I always wonder, like, so if a black guy's like a 5%er or a Black Israelite, if they had been born white, they would be a white supremacist.
Yeah, I think so. KKK for sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
It's just like
Wu-Tang Ku Klux Klan.
You know what I mean? We all wear the same. We all wear the same hoodies. Like, come on, what we doing?
Yeah,
I want that KKK merch to drop.
Yeah,
That shit would probably be hard.
The capsule,
Yeah.
The capsules,
right. The robes.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because Wu-Tang used to dress up like KKK early on.
Yeah,
really?
Early videos, they would have KKK like type shit on. To go at KKK.
And then white liberals are like, I guess they could do that.
Yeah, be like, no, it's different when the beat's hard.
Yeah,
the beat's hard. They're like,
Your Honor, please listen to this beat.
He's like, but Your Honor, have you heard Cream? That shit go hard, my nigga.
Yeah.
Pay no attention to the results of the Cream test from the rape victim.
Cash rules everything around me.
Has there ever been, can you think of like a song or something that you disagreed with, but you still liked it because it had a good beat?
Mm-hmm.
As like for white or just for anything?
Or just anything, yeah. In general, it's got a good enough beat. There's definitely some songs that are like catchy. Even like a lot of pop songs, like they're catchy. You don't even there's that
Little
song.
Nas X.
Little Nas X.
I hate. Right. I don't agree with a lot of gay shit. I don't have a problem with gay people with just certain things I don't fuck with. But that song with him and Miley Cyrus, that slaps. Nigga.
Yeah,
it does slap.
He got a few slappers, bro. He got that one song. He got the song with the white dude. What's his name?
Billy Ray Cyrus.
No, that's the first song. It's the other song. What's the white rapper? What's the white rapper that everyone hates right now?
Oh fuck. God damn it! I know
No,
exactly what you're talking about.
No, I'm talking about. He's from like
Machine
Arkansas.
Gun Kelly.
No,
I don't know.
people like him again.
Oh, they do.
Yeah,
people didn't like him for a minute
because he was like doing rock and roll and he's like
gotcha.
Black people when
he was
you're
doing like punk rock.
Yeah, black people when you're supposed to be a rapper, they're like only do rap or you used us.
Okay,
and they're like some people are just multi-talented, bro.
Yeah.
It's just like it's like the white rapper right now that everyone hates. I forget his name.
Jack Harlow.
Oh,
it is. Okay.
Yeah, Lil Nas X got a song with Jack Harlow. That song is dope.
Yeah.
And he got some slappers, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just don't agree with all the shit we talking about.
Yeah, I don't know. I've listened to rap, but I'm not a big rap guy. So
I
like
yeah.
Well, I grew up in Queens.
Backward hat.
Yeah, I grew up around people. I grew up around like black friends playing basketball.
Queensbridge?
Queens what?
Queensbridge?
No.
Oh, you about to say Nas?
No, my whole thing was always I hated the white kids who tried to like pretend like they liked the things the black guys did.
Yeah, for real.
So I was always just like, I like what I like, and I feel like I made friends with people of all different backgrounds because I never pretended to be.
If you just be yourself, what people gonna fuck with you?
Exactly.
And I noticed one thing about that shit is white people hate it more than black people do because y'all see it more than we do.
What do you mean?
Hating
other white people.
When a white dude tries to act black, you like, oh, I see it.
I know what you're doing because I know how you talk with me.
Yeah, because white comics, that's how they feel about Andrew Schultz.
Yeah,
they be like, oh, he'd be trying to act black. Cause he'd be like, yo, what up, yo? Like this is.
I could see it, but I'd seen him like around for a long time, and that's kind of how he always was. I think that's how he was.
There's also the argument like if you emulate the way someone that you're talking to talks, it means you have a lot of empathy. You know, but I never change how I talk because I have zero empathy.
Yeah, look how you look.
Yeah,
you can't.
I mean, we were joking about it, but I wouldn't actually see a Spanish girl and be like, I also like Jennifer Lopez.
Yeah, but I feel like black people do it more. As soon as they get a Spanish girlfriend, I would talk to my brother. I'm like, what up? He's like, hola. Yeah. I'm like, nigga, you're not Spanish, bro. Yeah. I'm trying to learn Spanish because you were a Spanish person.
Yeah.
He could get away with it though. They could be like, maybe he's Brazil
Cuban,
or
he's
something like that.
But black people and Spanish people are like this.
Yeah. Well, it depends, I think, what kind of Spanish.
Mexicans
and blacks are tight.
Mexicans are not.
I've heard the most. I had a Mexican boss.
Depending on where you're from, though, I think so.
Yeah, because I think like dark skinned like Dominicans usually like they.
No, it's like New York. We're all
black.
together, but if you go down south, it's like Mexicans won't even touch the N-word.
Yeah.
Like,
I had a Mexican boss. I've never heard anybody more racist than this guy.
Yeah.
And he did it in a way where he thought like, oh, we have this commonality.
You're a white guy. You also hate them.
Exactly.
Where was this job at, though?
It was a pizza place in upstate New York.
Well, come on.
Yeah.
Well, come on. It's our pizza shop.
Lawrence, I will say the pizza was great.
It had to be.
Yeah, I think you could still shop there.
Throw a couple niggas on that slice. Oh, it's up. It's up. Throw a couple. Who got the greatest other than nigger and the F word for gay people? What's the best slur?
I think I think for Middle Eastern, Dune Coon.
I never heard
that's
that
a
one.
fun. That's a fun
That's
one.
You can't
It
get
rhymes.
mad if it rhymes.
Yeah,
Wetback,
I think that's a fun
Wetback's
one.
pretty good.
Wetback's a good one.
White people, y'all don't have no good ones.
Yeah, it's like cracker.
We tried to. I think colonizer is the best one that hurts a lot.
White boy is funny to me because boy used to be a slur for black people.
Yeah,
I
would get white boy a lot.
White
I used to work security, and the bus was like I was like the only white
but white
guy.
boy is like endearing. It's not really a slur. Like, what a white boy.
I mean, well,
I mean, if someone said that to me, I'd be nervous.
Really?
It depends on it
Like,
depends on how it's said. If it's said like
yeah.
that, but if it's also on the one white guy on the bus, and then somebody you hear from the back, someone go white boy. I'm like, oh shit.
You got to fuck him up.
Yeah.
But I feel like white dudes, y'all slurs are like depending on like what you do.
Yeah, well, because also
You cuck. I'm like, oh
Yeah,
shit. Oh
yeah.
shit, it's up.
a lot of like bigotry towards white people in America at least came from like specifically where they were from.
That's right.
So it was like slurs against Italians or Irish. So there hasn't been a long time of people just going after white people as a whole.
Amen, my brother.
Yeah.
You know, redneck literally comes from the fact that like poor white people would have sunburn on their neck.
Really?
It sounds made up.
Yeah.
But it's the
Well, that's-
actual
I
isn't
thought it was because we kept slapping them on their neck.
Yeah. Isn't cracker like because they would crack the whip? Which I think I heard that somewhere, and I was
that's hilarious.
I thought
Then that's
heard
not even
that.
an insult. That's like, thank
Exactly.
you. Yeah, we did
I'm
use
like-
some
Shout
stuff.
out, shout out Indiana Jones.
There you go.
The movie just came out, right?
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah. Yeah, there's like some slurs for like Irish people. Mick.
Just
That's hilarious.
because McGregor, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I like Mick Foley, so it's
Mick
like,
Foley,
it
yeah.
don't really hit.
Yeah. Also, a lot of the slurs you just put the N word. They call an Irish guy a potato N word.
Potato N-word. Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
That's using our shit.
Exactly. Yeah.
We got
You
one
the
thing.
best slurs.
We got one thing in this country. Can
You
we
got
have
slurs.
the word, please?
You got the best slurs.
We do.
Also, the old timey racist slurs for black people, like moon cricket. You
Oh,
ever hear
yeah, I heard
Yeah,
that one. Ronnie told me about that one. I was like, that's amazing.
Yeah,
that's amazing.
great.
He said something else too. He said porch monkey.
Porch monkey.
That shit
yes.
is funny.
Porch monkey's a good one.
That happened to my a friend of mine. So okay, there's this famous scene in Clerks 2.
Your friend was a porch monkey?
Yeah. That's tying this back to a friend of mine. No, but there's this famous scene in Clerks 2 where Randall accidentally says porch monkey. He doesn't know it's a slur.
Yeah, you accidentally say porch monkey.
He's
That's
like
a long word.
Yeah, he's just like, I'm not gonna. They're like working at some like restaurant. He's like, I'm not gonna let someone treat me like I'm a porch monkey. and then they all have to explain to him it's a slur.
That it's a slur.
And he's like, no, it's not. And drops the N word. He goes, that's a slur.
That's hilarious,
That
though.
exact thing happened to my friend. So my friend who's white and his family is white, they were sitting on a porch and they ordered a pizza.
Yeah.
And the white delivery guy came up to them and was surprised that they were all outside sitting on the porch. And
Like
his
a monkey.
mom went, yeah, we're just sitting here like a couple of porch monkeys.
But in
they're like,
her
"Mom."
mind, she was like, this is just no slur.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
to the world, I just wish the world would be so much better if we all knew we were racist.
Yeah.
Because everyone has racist thoughts.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
I think whenever someone's like, are you racist? And you immediately go, no, I think you should always say a little.
Yeah, because
Where it's like, I don't hate anyone based on the color of their
Yeah,
skin.
you shouldn't
But if
hate no one,
But
but-
if I'm like in a math class and I got to cheat off someone, I'm sitting between a Spanish kid and an Asian kid. Like,
and,
what are you
and
gonna
whoever
go?
wins the fight gets the one that can help me out the most.
There you go. Yeah.
The idea that you're looking off the paper of the Hispanic kid just in case anyone's looking.
Yeah.
You don't,
No,
you
you
don't
know,
get
you know what I'm
canceled.
doing? I'm looking at the Spanish kid, but I'm double checking off the Asian kid.
There you go. There you go.
I'm like, you might have the right ones, but you got too many C's.
Yeah.
I think he got the answers.
Right. Yeah.
But I just wish we all realized that we all racist and
Yeah.
homophobic and fucking hating towards women and all that shit.
Yeah, for
and
sure.
everything will be good, bro.
Yeah.
Like, y'all fucked up.
What race do you hate the most? Is it white people?
This is the question you want to ask.
Can we be honest here?
Yeah.
Is this the Patreon or what?
We'll save it for the
Patreon for that question. I got a whole
we'll do a ranking on the Patreon.
Yeah, we definitely do. I had a joke about Mexicans down south, and people got mad at us. It's a very thought out one, but it's like,
was it when you were
ladies and gentlemen, please, it's very well thought out.
Yeah, it's racist when it's thought out. When I thought my racism is only thought out.
Yeah,
because it was like I grew up in New York where Mexicans say nigga, and if you go down south, Mexicans don't say nigga at all. When I'm like, it's weird because down south you could buy one at Home Depot. They're more niggas than what I was up here. I was like, how did that not get even like? I've spent $7 in a Little Caesars pizza, and they'll do your whole house.
Yeah.
And then they got mad. They was like, "Oh, you can't see." I'm like, "Nigga, I just said it."
Yeah. When were you down south? Was that?
I lived in Virginia for a while.
Okay.
And I was like a kid, and like it was like back and forth.
From Virginia and the Bronx?
Yeah, because my dad was on the run, so we went to Virginia.
Gotcha.
Virginia's like a lot more like
your dad. I met your dad at Comedy Fight Club.
Yeah. Shout out Marty Drummond. I almost won. If Marty didn't do that, I won that shit, man. I had Miles too. I had him beat.
That was such a fun battle.
That's up there. People were talking about it for like weeks.
Yeah.
Because I saw the twins in Long Island.
Yeah.
Greg and Rob, and they were just like, good battle.
Yeah, they're always smoking.
Always smoking. Like we were doing a show at some show in Long Island, and I just see them outside. It was like, Lawrence, good battle, nigga. I was like, what'd you say? It's like, come on.
You're twins from Staten Island. I guess you could say it.
Yeah, like, come on, bro. Staten Island got it rough.
Yeah. But yeah, your dad he was on the run when you were a kid, and he's in jail now. Can we talk about that on the podcast?
Of course, I don't give a fuck. You can Google him.
Yeah. What did he do?
He has a bunch of things.
Yeah.
Arson, fucking tax fraud, allegedly.
Allegedly on all
I mean, he was convicted.
Technically, but I'm gonna still say allegedly.
Yeah, technically, and allegedly,
and hypothetically, and intentionally,
theoretically,
and Negro League, and Fight Club Lee, and all that shit. Whatever Lee.
Yeah,
expeditiously.
That's it. There's like tax fraud and arson. You got a nice range there.
And gun charges and all that shit.
Gun charges.
But they was a felon before that shit, so they
were like, "Where are the receipts for your tax return?" He's like, "My house just burnt down."
It was actually a business. It was he had a restaurant, and then what happened was the store next door caught on fire, and they tried to put that on him too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
so that is the thing. You got fucking people are doing shit or whatever, and then they try and fuck you with so much more.
They still haven't proved that it was truly him, but they have him in prison for 15, 20 years
because of the arson.
Because of the arson and the tax and his record before that, and he has gun charges and shit. He's a real street nigga. So.
Yeah, I've seen like these interviews with guys who like were falsely accused or like kept it. And every time it's like, I got charged for drugs a bunch of times, and then they put some charge. Yeah, because
my dad is in his 60s, right? So he grew up in a time where like, if you were outside, you were outside. Like,
he grew up in Bronx too.
Yeah, well, he's from Brooklyn, but he started doing his shit in the Bronx.
Yeah,
so he grew up with all like the notorious gangsters and criminals and all that shit. I have a legendary story about how my dad joined the Cuban Mob too.
Really?
Yeah. He's not Cuban.
Sounds like he was living La Vida Loca.
Oh yeah, he was definitely local.
He's not Cuban. Yeah, he's not Cuban. But
he's not Cuban, but he speaks fluent Spanish.
And he got in the Cuban Mob.
All right, here's the story he told me. Okay, I feel like you gotta hear this.
And this is the abridged version. Where can they hear the longer version?
Never. Oh fuck, he's still facing charges.
Yeah.
Want more shit on the nigga? Right. I like my dad. I'm not like white comics. White comics, y'all hate y'all dad. Your dad was home.
Yeah.
He was like, oh, my dad was alcoholic. He was home.
Yeah. Black comics' dad left, and they still love them more than white comics.
I don't understand it. You love your mom. She made you hamburger helper. Yeah. Fuck her.
Yeah. But
all right.
anyway,
so this is the story about how my dad joined Cuban. This is how he told me. Okay. Dial file first. Okay. That's how you got to do it. So what happened was my dad grew up in the Bronx in a certain time where he just did shit. And the Bronx back then was very Italian, Black, Spanish.
Yeah.
He used to steal newspaper when he was a kid. This was like when he was like 7, 8, 9 years old. He would steal newspaper from his deli every single day.
Yeah.
Then one day the deli dude saw him and he caught him. And my dad tried to get in a taxi car and he tried to punch the taxi dude. And he caught him. He beat my dad up. He was like, if you ever come around here again stealing my shit, I'm gonna kill you. Fast forward years later, because my dad didn't go to school like that. He was one of them kids, black kids back then. Fuck school, I'm gonna be a gangster. And then they go to prison and they get your diploma when you're 50 years old. Yeah. Weird, right? Like, yo, you should have got it back then. Taking the
scenic route.
Right, yeah. You play in the long game. Like, what the fuck? And then it's like, fast forward, he's like 13, 14 now. He's like watching this deli all day. He's like, shit going on in this deli. The same deli he tried to steal from him. But he's like watching, right? The dude that slapped my dad and beat him up, he killed 2 people in the deli, right? So they take him out in handcuffs and they take that dude to jail. And my dad's watching the whole thing. Then my dad walks in the deli and he's like looking around and then he's like, yo, who owns this deli? Who runs this deli now? And then there's a dude mopping up blood and he's whistling. Yeah. And he goes like, right, he's mopping up blood and he's like, you do. To my dad.
This is a goddamn movie.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. And then my dad starts like running numbers and shit. And he's like, I think he said like a week goes by, he's running numbers. And then at the end of the week, 2 big like Cuban dudes with suits on with glasses and like the whole thing comes to the deli and they ask him like, who told you to run this deli? And then he gives them a brown paper bag. They look at it and then they walk out. And that's how my dad started running numbers and shit.
Wow. For the Cuban mob.
For the Cuban mob. And he's not Cuban. I thought Cuban hate black people.
Dude, if this story was a movie, I would be like, this is a little too unbelievable.
Right. Yeah. No one's crazy, right? Yeah. Hey, when he told me, I was like, I love you, Dad. But like, Cuban Mob? I didn't even know they had Cuban Mob. Like, stop it. But then it was like, he got ill stories like that.
And he speaks fluent Spanish.
He speaks fluent Spanish. So
this route is better than Duolingo in terms of language.
I mean, I don't think the Italian mob would have let him in. You know how the Italians are with black people. Mm-hmm. They love black people, but they say racist shit all day.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Which is crazy.
A lot of commonalities, though.
Yeah, because we love Italians, but we say racist Italian shit all day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You remember the old Aries Spears joke about him? He was like, half a fag.
That's what Italians and black people say. Yeah.
Half a fag. Because Italian food is, like, when your food is really good, it's just like you fuck with them, regardless of the hate.
Yeah, I could see that.
Italian food is like
that's why
top
black
tier.
people don't like Jews.
Yeah,
Jews. I was in Israel.
They don't have no good food.
I was in Israel last year, and like people were like, "Oh, you're gonna eat Israeli food?" I'm like, I don't even know what that is. Like,
that's really what it comes down to. It ain't that you don't control media.
Yeah,
you need to control some recipes. Okay,
there you
that's
go.
That's what it really comes down to.
We got matzah, which not great.
Okay,
matzo ball soup's not bad.
That's not bad. But if you gotta make it like soup is the thing.
Soup,
soup has never been the number one thing people should come for.
Yeah, brisket is not.
That's Jewish.
I mean, that's what we have at like every Jewish family thing I do. So I think it's something Jews eat.
But is brisket like Jewish food though?
I'm not sure.
It's like redneck food.
Maybe.
I think it's poor people food. So a lot of different ethnicities.
So brisket was like good part of the beef.
Oh really? Yeah. Oh, maybe I might be wrong, guys.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, I went to culinary school. I know this shit.
Yeah. I know there's like Jewish wines we have.
I'm a wine guy.
Yeah, they whine a lot.
Yeah, they definitely. They're always crying, bro. Like Lucy, come on.
Yeah, there's. I mean, some of the food in Israel, it's like Middle Eastern food.
Oh, okay.
Is a lot of.
I hear that though. A lot of Jews were like, "I'm not Jewish. I am Middle Eastern." Okay.
I mean, in Israel, when you're walking around, they look more Middle Eastern.
They look Middle Eastern. My boy Joe, he's like, "I'm not like them Jews, like the ones that be in Brooklyn." He's like, "I am Middle Eastern." I'm like,
yeah. The ones they're more Arab than like the Hasidic Jews you'll see in like Crown Heights.
Yeah, I'm like, I can't tell you apart. Like,
I mean,
we're the same outfit.
All Jews look the same. Oh, the ones in Brooklyn.
They wear the same outfit.
They got the same little hair, curly things.
It's crazy too, because like propaganda will make you make it seem like Jews hate black people, even though we have a lot in common. We both don't fuck with the police.
Oh yeah, that's
Jewish
true.
people.
Don't fuck with the vaccine.
Yeah, they hate it. Niggas hated the vaccine until you were like, you can't sell drugs without it. I'm like, oh. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go get something.
I think that's
black people love drugs, bro.
Anytime there is like two like minority groups who've been treated badly over time that hate each other, and I'm like, somebody in power chose that. Like
it's propaganda.
Somebody out there found a way to make blacks and Jews hate each other.
Yeah, because if you're not from America, you probably think black people and white people hate each other to the bone. I'm like, bro, if you go some places, those people are the most forgiving get together.
Yeah.
People.
Well, also in America, there's so many people of different backgrounds. So, like other places, it's just black people, but they'll hate each other because they're like different kinds of black.
I tell you all the time, like rednecks are my favorite people.
Yeah.
They're just like hood niggas.
Yeah.
They're the same people.
Yeah.
You love The Rock, I love Stone Cold.
Yeah.
Same person.
Yeah.
The same person.
Yep.
All they do is drink beer, beat their wives. And
Lawrence's campaign speech.
Right. All rednecks do is beat their wives, drink liquor, and shoot guns. What do niggas do?
Yeah.
The same thing.
Yeah.
This is
We
like
beat
one
our
of those hip hop
girlfriends,
country songs
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
like Tim McGraw and Nelly tried to do.
I beat my wife to that rap song, and I'll never let her go.
That's the next black presidential candidate's run of campaign shows in the South. It's just
You say one more thing, nigga, I'm gonna let this fofo blow.
Yeah. Yeah. How long were you in Virginia for? You were back and forth, you said?
Yeah, like 10 plus years.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And then where in Virginia were you?
Alexandria.
Alexandria. Is that was it like a big
It's like city
middle?
part of it.
Yeah.
It's like the middle of like towards. It's like 30 minutes from DC.
Was it very like southern? Because Virginia's kind of halfway down.
I wasn't in
to
like the redneck Virginia part, but I was like the city / but like the whole Virginia's country.
Yeah.
But it's like the city part of it. So they had like
okay, gotcha.
They don't have project buildings out there, but just like houses and townhouses and shit.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah, we live in houses out there. Shit.
Well, Lawrence, you're not in Alexandria anymore.
No.
You're in the Bronx still.
Yes.
And you have an online presence. If anybody wants to find you.
Jesus Christ. Bobby just went all Charlie Rose all of a sudden.
He's like, how about you get the fuck out of here?
Yeah.
Where can we find you, Lawrence?
Follow me on Instagram at Lawrence Reese __. And everything else is the same shit.
And radio show you do.
Control Chaos.
What station is it on?
It's on Newtown Radio, some underground hip hop shit.
Yeah.
Control Chaos with 3 S's is on Spotify. I just uploaded the episode. And Control Chaos with 2 S's on Instagram.
Nice. Why do you have to do multiple S's?
Because they had the first one. They had Control Chaos, and then the other podcast called Control Chaos. I was like, you put 3 S's so people could find you.
Multiple S's.
Yeah, you know how black people are.
Yeah.
You're gonna stick around for the Patreon?
Of course, I'm loving all this shit.
We're gonna rank the races coming
Let's
up
do
next.
that. I want to hear theirs.
All right. Thank you guys for listening. We'll see you next week.